I'm Susan O'Dell. Welcome to the Foodell Kitchen. Fried rice is a terrific way to use up your leftovers, and in some cases you even want to create leftovers just so you can make fried rice sometime in the future. And by that I mean make extra rice. Whenever you're cooking rice, if you make extra, cool it down quickly and freeze it, or keep it in your refrigerator for up to 2 days. You really need chilled, perfectly chilled cold rice to make fried rice, so it's the perfect use for leftover rice. There's only a couple of tricks that you need to know about making fried rice, and then the rest you can improvise. First of all is making the rice ahead of time. Second of all, whatever you add to it, just make sure you add it in the order it takes to cook. So I've got carrots and broccoli, for example. They take longer to cook than my frozen corn and my scallions or green onions, so I'm going to add my carrots and broccoli first. There's also a little egg involved. It adds a little bit of extra protein. You could add some cooked meat if you wanted to, but today we're just going to stick with vegetables. This is a good basic fried rice recipe that you can then adjust to suit your particular taste, either spicier or a little saltier, whatever. But let's start cooking. So I'm going to use my wok. It's a good old non-stick wok made by Helen Chen. I really like it. It makes life a lot easier than the old-fashioned steel varieties. I'm using canola oil. I just want to add enough, maybe a tablespoon, to coat the bottom of the pan. You really want to heat your non-stick pan. You can also use a skillet for this. You don't have to have a wok. But you always want to heat your non-stick pan with the oil in it. And you want to get that hot, and then we'll start cooking. Remember too that fried rice cooks really fast, so have all your ingredients prepped before you start. So my oil is hot now. I'm going to add my carrots, and I'm going to add my broccoli. Yum. These are just things I happen to have in the refrigerator. It's a great way to use up leftover or vegetables that are about to go bad. You just want to cook them quickly while stirring. I like my vegetables crunchy, so I'm not going to cook them very long. If you like them softer, add a couple minutes to the cooking process. I'm also going to add in some finely chopped ginger and garlic. If you don't like garlic, you can leave that out. Certainly, if you love it, add a little bit more. Once my broccoli turns that bright green color, which it is, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my other ingredients. Frozen vegetables are a really good thing to use in fried rice because you can always have these on hand. So this is some corn I'm going to add right now. Frozen vegetables have been previously parboiled or blanched, so they're mostly cooked. They don't need much. And I've got my eggs. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a whisk. I've got 2 eggs. And I'm going to slightly scramble them. I'm going to move all my vegetables out of the way and add the eggs on one side of the pan. If your pan is too dry, add just a touch more oil before you add the egg. So just keep it here and scramble it a little bit. As it starts to set, we'll start to incorporate the other ingredients. My eggs are starting to set. I've got a little bit of sauce. This is rice wine. It adds a little bit of sweetness. If you don't have rice wine, you could add a little sherry, or if you prefer something a little saltier and more pungent, add some soy sauce instead. Now my eggs are set. I'm going to start incorporating my vegetables, and I'm going to add in my cooked rice. Now you really just need to heat the rice through and get it all mixed in nicely. This is such a fresh, delicious, healthy dish. Can't wait for lunch. I've got some scallions or green onions. I really like those almost raw, so I'm adding them at the very end, so I'll have a little oniony flavor, but I'll also get the crunch too. And that's it. That's all you need to do for fried rice. Great colors, great vegetables, great flavor. So like anything you make at home, be sure to taste it here before you serve it. It probably needs some more salt or maybe a little soy sauce to give it a little kick. I also like to add a little chili oil, but that's just me. You can also pass this on the side if you like some heat. Make your fried rice. It's a great way to use leftovers. Delicious, quick meal. Bon appetit. Because we're starving and it's lunchtime.